It's about a mile away. And I thought, oh my God, he's challenging me in some way for masculinity. So I said, okay. So I leap on the horse, and Lancaster gives me 3 ropes with 3 horses behind it. I kick the horse, it goes, they stay, I go, boom, jackknife over. There's great silence. I get up because they think maybe I'm dead. And everybody starts laughing because I'm not dead. So I had to do it once more. Houston said, we'll do it again, son. This time, roll them out a little slower. And I said, okay. So I jump on, I get on the thing, and I start riding in a nice canter, very, very smoothly with 3 horses. And then suddenly the horse I'm on bolts ahead, and I'm holding 3, and it's gone, and I'm over my head. 3 more times I did that. Each time I came back 100 yards, 150 yards away, and heard Houston say, how you feeling, son? I said, I'm okay. He says, good, we'll do it again. On the 5th time, I let go of the reins because I found out that I was riding a mare and the horses behind them were nipping at her backside. So, but he thought I was wonderful. I thought I was really brave doing that. See, anyway, get back to horror. No, he actually found out, told me later through the assistant, could I really jump from one horse to another as it was planned in the thing? In other words, jump from a horse that was tired to the next horse and then the next horse, and I said, are you crazy? And I didn't do it, my stunt man did it, and he said he'd never been beaten up more in his life in a stunt in that movie. Oh, okay.
Good choice. Brooke, what part did you lose?
Oh my, I've lost so many parts. I mean, it's just, I'm trying to think of them, I was thinking of them and listening to your story. I've lost so many parts, but the interesting thing was that when I lost them, I hope this doesn't sound arrogant, because I don't mean it like that, but I think I kind of, I had a different attitude about being an actress. It was about business. And if I didn't get a part, I assumed that they had made the wrong mistake. They'd made a mistake. So it was their fault. I was like, what's wrong with them? I didn't get the part. Are you crazy? And my agent would say, well, yeah, you didn't get it. And they said that your reading was, I said, what's the problem? I mean, so it was like, I was like on a whole different place. But there were a lot of parts that I didn't get. There were also parts that I'd gotten that I wish I hadn't gotten because I saw them and I was so bad. I was, oh my God, what was I thinking? So it's just, it's a whole kind of like storehouse of roles that were wonderful and fun and working with incredible people. Just there's so many stories. I wanted to go back to something that was said about Wes Craven and about writing, and I was talking today to Jennifer about it. It occurred to me that each of us have a definitive line, multiple definitive lines, that as soon as you say them, you have a picture of who it was that said it and where they were and what the circumstance was. And that, whether it's followed with a curse word or whatever, that's really brilliant writing. To take 5 or 6 words and have them be something that the character says, and you immediately, whether it's on delay, which is like, it sums it all up, But that's really fine writing. I mean, that's like Shakespearean ability to write, and then to put it in the current context and the current language. It's really, it is a great gift. I mean, I felt very, very fortunate to be able to work with Wes. And, I did go over to him. You were there. This was on 4. And I said, excuse me, I don't understand why I'm back. I mean, what happened in the last one. And you turned to me and you said, Brooke, shut up. Got it.
And Jennifer, what's some great role you lost?
I lost September to Charlize Theron.
Oh. Yeah.
The Fen Lakita Bridget Fonda.
Oh.
They wanted me to read for Tomb Raider, but I knew not to go in the room for Angelina. She kicked my ass. In a good way, you know, how much. And there's a third one. Oh, well, if we're talking, well, no, never mind.
I'll tell you one that Jennifer landed that I love, and more recently, I was talking to Jennifer last night about this, and I'm going to forget the title, the HBO film.
The Fear Inside You by Leon Chaso.
The Fear Inside You, and I'm a big fan of the Handeke film and its remake with Naomi Watts, Funny Games. And I also like The Strangers, and yet Jennifer's HBO film was actually the precursor to all of these. And it's an extraordinary film, and it's still around, and if you ever see it, it's so frightening and wonderful, and it's maybe one of the, for me, one of the top 5 home invasion, you know, genre films. Heather, what's a big part that you lost that we don't know about?
You never know how close you are to getting it. You do go on lots of auditions.
I think after 3 callbacks, you can call it.
I don't think I've ever
you're
had
in the
3
mix.
callbacks.
Oh, stop.
No, I'm the worst auditioner, I think, on the planet. I think one time I got to read for a movie called Agnes of God. That, oh my gosh. And I remember just wanting it so badly. And sometimes when you want something that badly, you hijack yourself. You know, you just get too nervous or you try too hard sometimes. But there were a lot. I remember getting kind of devastated when I didn't get Quarterback Princess. But that was early in my career. So, I mean, who did that? I can't remember.
I can't.
Who was it? Yeah, Helen Hunt.
Helen Hunt.
She and I were like, I always had to read against her. And so it was always like that, you know?
It's strange because it happened to me recently in the last month with projects that haven't been made yet. But for me, because I love contemporary fiction, I lost out. I was probably down in the final running for Last Detail, which was a great break for Jack Nicholson after 5 Easy Pieces, and I lost the role to Randy Quaid. And Randy Quaid was wonderful in the movie, but in the book, the part of the guy that was drafted, he was small. And you know, Randy's like, what, 6'3" or 6'4" easily. And so I always begrudged Randy, as great as Randy is, you know, because, oh, you're too big for the part. You know, and he did an extraordinary performance in that. But at that moment of my life, I was real serious, and I'd read the book. And in my book, I talk about several years later, and this was something we all did in the 70s, we all went to the revival theaters. And we would see double bills of great movies from the 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s. You'd see a great double bill of Richard Brooke's movies, or you would see a great film noir that you'd only seen on TV on the big screen with Dick Powell or Bogart or someone. And I was at a revival of John Huston's film with Jeff Bridges, our recent Oscar winner, and Stacy Keach, called Fat City. And there was nobody in the theater. People were all watching a Sylvester Stallone movie or something that night. The Stallone movie. But and there was one other guy in the theater, and it was the guy that wrote The Last Detail, Jack Nicholson film that I didn't get. And he met me in the lobby, and he said, God, he goes, you know, Buster and Billy's one of my favorite movies. And I really liked you in Stay Hungry, and all I wanted to do was say, well, where were you at my audition for The Last Detail? And it was the guy that had written The Last Detail, Daryl Ponnickson. So, you know, it's that kind of stuff dovetails and evaporates, and it just makes you stronger, you know, and able to deal with the rejection that's part of our lives here.